Good evening, Plum here, playing water tanks. Time for another head-to-head video. I'm not currently really playing that much water tanks still. I've had a couple of goes, but I'm not playing very well at all, and you don't want to see me playing really badly. So we'll do some more head-to-head videos because I'm enjoying doing these. And this is CrimsonTyphoon and Suchy2113. You've seen him a few times on my channel. I speak to him often, and he's with his good friend Manga Marshall. And he sent me this replay of the LTTB game. I've got another comparable replay to pit it against after we've seen Crimson do his thing. Coming to run this ridgeline. It's one of the few things you can do in a light tank on what's it called, Hidden Village. That AMX-12T has made a big mistake coming up against these two guys in their light tanks. If he cast his eye and he's using XVM, he'd quickly realise that these two are the best players on this team. You don't really want to face off against the best players on the enemy team toe to toe when they're both rocking that ridge. The inevitable happened. So I've platooned with these two guys quite a few times now, and they are very good players. I dare say they're better than me. The game plan is, like I say, I have not watched the replay. Like all the head-to-heads, I don't watch them. This is me watching the replay. I want to get that, you know, original feeling of which one's better. Of course, I'm not judging them on damage done or XP done. That's a guide for me to get two games which are really similar. So maybe we can have a bit of a conflict on which one is the better match. Minimap's looking pretty solid. We're holding them in the southwest. We're holding them over there in the north. We're looking for chance shots on these. Oh god, E25. Hopefully Manga's also putting down the hurt on this E25 because he's going to tear them up. Taking some damage from that guy. They're sticking together. A pair of these machines together, quite devastating. They're both kind of equal mobility and their guns are both equally punchy. There should be very little they can't handle together. Only a tier 8 game. They're kind of lucky in that regard. Nice power slide, Crimson. Nice power slide. It's always good to get a power slide going at some point in the game when you're in a light tank. You know you've had a good game if you can slide it. I think we're looking okay in the north. We were doing better, I think, at the start. Things do seem to be crumbling a bit now. We've lost 5, they've only lost 3. Crimson has left Manga behind. He's going into the town. I think his spider senses are tingling. He's going to go and take on this 12T, I imagine, and try and remove him from the game. Great shot on the move. Very accurate gun on this LTTB. Look at the length of it. If that isn't an accurate gun, I don't know what should be. Longer the barrel, the more accurate it is normally. That's why the stubby, short, derpy guns are so inaccurate, because the shell gets so little time in the barrel it just comes out the end and goes off in all kinds of directions, whereas long barrels. So that guy's focusing on his teammate. Go for the kill. Nice. Always good to get a ram. So good long range shot on the Chiri. We've done a ram. His buddy's just died. Manga's died. Done a ram. Done a power slide. Shooting at range. Shooting on the move at close range. What's left to do? Get some air? Have we got some air yet? I don't know if he's going to get any air or not. So we've got a real definitive split now. We've got Crimson over here and support from 3 heavy tanks. Our T-28 prototype is in trouble in the south, and Crimson's prioritising going after the artillery perhaps. That Chiri is a pain in the neck. Is he doing anything? Is he AFK? Yes. Well, that was an easy kill. 3 kills. Gotta love these light tanks for their mobility. You can certainly get around the map. Saint the Mill just fired. I know it's a Sturura Mill, but ST stands for Saint in my mind. So that's what I call it. I'm not trying to initiate a new name for a tank, honest. I ain't that popular. Neither's my opinion, it seems. Whichever match I'm going to choose this evening, I'm sure everyone's going to disagree and choose the other one. That's why I like doing these. This is good stuff. The AMX doesn't really have a shot at Crimson. He seems to be looking elsewhere completely. Looks like he can finish off the AMX now. Whoa, that was lucky. I thought he might take a big hit in the side then from the Sturra Mill. Saint Mill if you're cool. At the Sturra Mill. Oh, that was lucky. I'm sure he was loaded. Maybe he was having a lag spike and he was lucky there not to get a hit in the side. Oh, that's nice. A couple of nice clean hits. He's racking up the kills now. We're up to 5. Now we've got 2 tier 8s and a tier 7 left to go. Ooh, we sound the IS-6. It's on moderate health. Oh, this is trouble. Used his repair kit very wisely. He's going to push off and get out of there. There's not a lot of point going toe-to-toe with an IS-6 at the moment in the match. Look at the length of that barrel. What are they thinking? Surely that hinders it in general performance. You want to be stuck in a town in that thing. There'll be some corners you can't go around because your barrel's too long. I suppose you could turn it around over the back. So the IS-6 has moved off. I mean, leaving the IS-6 alone really was the right thing to do. He's able to get some damage done, and now the IS-6 can't hurt him. Now he's going to be turning his barrel the other way probably, the IS-6, because he needs to see who just shot him. And we might get a chance here at getting an actual kill on the IS-6. That will be a good scalp. They've still got their 3 tanks, we've got our 3 tanks. No one's worried about capping. They've got a lot more armour than we've got. Look at the top of the screen, we've got just over 1,000 points of armour between all 3 tanks, and they've got double that. So this is an uphill struggle. He's got to watch his flanks here, because the IS and the Tiger II are apparently behind him somewhere. He's pausing, he's letting the Tiger II push up. Right. Get him, get him, get him, get him. This is good. He's playing very, very wisely. He's not overextending or being foolish. He can take a hit from the IS-6, but only 1. He won't survive 2 hits. And he will get penned. Where are the other 2 tanks? That's 2,359 damage that's been spotted damage. He's fired. Game over for the IS-6 if he can pen him. Nice job. I'm surprised he didn't do that to start with, just drive around and get the kill. I guess when your heart's beating at twice its normal rate, you don't always think straight. In a cracking game, we got 6 kills, 2,400 damage done recorded. Where's that IS? Where's the Tiger II? Obviously I think he'd rather meet the IS first and try and dispatch him. We are capping. That's either going to make those tanks fall back. Tiger II on 1,200. That leaves the... what's the IS got then? 800. They're both sitting on about 800 hit points. Chasing him down. Oh, this is a great spot to be in. And they're both over there. Oh, this is a great spot. He can just put the hurt down. The IS is probably not noticing that he's being hit from the rear. Rate of fire, accuracy, accuracy. Yeah. Oh, you've got to be laughing. How enjoyable is this? Oh, he's got the Tiger II. Can we get the IS? 7 kills now. Doesn't quite get the IS, but what a match. Even gets some congratulations from the enemy team there. Well played, Crimson. That was a good game. So let's roll over to the next match and see if it's any kind of contender for that performance. Okay, here we go again. Now this is a Type 62 Tier 7 light tank, and being driven by Suchy2113 from the X-Cry clan. He's platooned up just like Crimson was, and his friend is also in the M41 Bulldog, like Manga Marshall was. And let's make that map a little bit bigger for you. So we are on Sand River. They got a really good wind chance here, but that doesn't really go into this at all. Just soaking up those numbers. What is this guy going to be able to do? Oh, he's come toe-to-toe with an MT25. Yeah, I'll definitely put the money on the Type 62. Ooh, ouch. Our arty was on the ball then. He's not. Yeah, it's just these two guys. I'm wondering if the arty was platooned as well, but obviously not. Oh. Tiger 1 and the Black Prince. Probably best to bide your time. Your platoon mates joined you now. Fuck a wolf. Gonna work around these guys. Do what you can in the light tank, and do what you can often means driving. You can reposition your gun relatively quickly and easily and surprise an enemy tank. Of course, you only get one shot to do it. Ouch, takes a big hit from the Tiger 1. You only get 880 hit points on this Type 62. Obviously, being a light tank, there's not much armour on it, so you're going to take hits. Puts another decent shot into Tiger 1. His colleague is working over the other side of that ridge. Tiger 1 is kind of divided. We've also got this IS-2 assisting. Hopefully the Tiger 1 will take a shot at the IS-2. He's going to aim for the flat bit of the hull. You're more than likely to pen Tiger 1s, even though they're heavy tanks, they're not particularly heavy, if you know what I mean. They've worked over that Tiger 1 beautifully. The Black Prince is still sitting there on full health because they are stubborn. I want to swear. But, you know, they're stubborn. Black Princes, really hard to pen when they're angled, particularly on the front. Black Prince just decides to YOLO it, I think, because that's just suicide. You are going to get worked over really quickly here, so they're kind of lucky the Black Prince has presented himself for them to chew over. Yum, 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 yum. He ain't going to last long. Luckily, he's not focusing on Suchi. His colleague's in trouble. He's going to go to the rescue. Oh, misses that snapshot. He could have saved his buddy then if he managed to land that shot. I think we'd have all taken that shot, wouldn't we? His friend is still fighting the Black Prince. Must he do everything? It seems he does. He's got to get all around these tanks and get the kills. 2 kills. Obviously you can hear the siren. Our base is being capped. Well, not our base, the base. This is encounter. Oh, that weak Tiger 1 is still there. Here comes a nice drive-by. Go on, take that shot. Oh, he's missed again. Hoping to reload before he has to drive past. Keep that momentum going. And he gets the Tiger 1 kill. Very nice. It's always in these middle stages of a match where light tanks suddenly become so dangerous. There's these tanks around with very few hit points and they can just drive by, put one in and they're dead. This is going to be a bit tricky running this ridgeline. They have got... Yeah, well, he has got teammates, the IS-6 and the Jagdpanther on the map, pushing the other side of this ridge. So these tanks are slightly interested in other machines at the moment. He's going to leave the machine he was just shooting at. That T-29 that just hit him in the backside. Try and get safe behind that rock. Good, sensible driving. I've got a feeling these two matches are going to be damned hard to pick a winner. They are both getting stuck in. He's only got 138 hit points now. T-29's having trouble keeping up with his traverse speed, and yeah, he's just been worked over beautifully. Oh, he missed that shot. Probably should have auto-locked it. Or has he? Oh god, he's a bit unlucky. He's going to get... Oh, he was lucky then that the T-29 seemed to be a bit nervous and a bit overreacting to the situation and didn't time his shot well. Blimey, that was over quick. 4 kills. 3,378 reported damage done. Let's take a look at the post-game stats and pick a winner. So this is Crimson's game in the LTTB. That was good enough for his ace tanker. Picked up fire for effects, spotter and duelist. He also got high caliber and top gun obviously, and a whole bunch of pretties on that screen. Let's take a quick look at Suchi's performance. He also got his ace tanker, fighter, fire for effect, bruiser and also high caliber. Only got the 4 kills but did an equivalent amount of damage. Now he picked up 1580 XP, 3378 damage. Crimson was able to pick up 1577 XP, so extraordinarily close there, and 3381, but the 7 kills. He also picked up the additional Top Gun medal for his game. Which one did I prefer watching? Having said 2/3 of the way through Suchi's game it was going to be tricky to pick, actually that ended a little abruptly. Actually, I wasn't really paying attention to how many tanks were left, and then suddenly it was all over. I was expecting another couple of minutes of play out of that match, so I think I'm going to go for Crimson in his LTTB. He seemed to get around the map a lot more effectively in his tank, whereas Suchi in his Type 62 seemed to go on his nice route, and it was very effective. You know, an absolute cracking game. That's the thing with these replays, they're both really good games, and they're almost not identical, but they're so similar because they've got the same XP virtually and the same amount of damage done, that it really comes down to the tank, how it's driven, where it goes, what kind of scrapes it gets into. And I thought the way that Crimson worked the IS-6 towards the end of the match was critical, encountering it, leaving it, coming back to it, waiting for the Tiger II to make him fire, and then eventually killing him, and then rolling up behind the Tiger II and the IS, was it? And picking him off from distance. That was just the cherry on the top of the cake for his match. Whereas in Suchi's game, the Type 62, it was a bit more straightforward. It didn't have that highlight at the end, which was really, really nice in Crimson's game. So that's why I'm going to go for Crimson's game. They're both excellent matches in their light tanks, showing what light tanks can do. They were lucky they both had tier 8 games, which probably makes it even fairer for the scoring and so forth. So yeah, definitely Crimson. Enjoyed his match more, although well done to Suchi, great game. I do need more replays please, so I can do more of these. I've got a stack of replays in my inbox, but and I've sorted them all into folders. It's all very organised. But it's finding 2 matches that are like this, where they got really comparable damage and XP. So I've got a whole bunch of matches waiting to have a video made, but I need another match with similar results. So send them in, please, and I can get pairing up, and we can do some more of these videos. I enjoy them. So check my About tab on the channel, and it will tell you how to send in a replay to me. Ultimately, what I just need is a link to this World of Tanks replays, and it makes it all very straightforward for me, which I like. I like things straightforward. Anyway, keep your heads down, drink plenty of water, and I'll play tanks again soon. Take care. Bye bye.